Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to be here today. I figured the ring light, I think, finally. It looks clearer than any other day. Like my skin, you can see all of its imperfections, but you can also see all of its beauty. So, should we talk about the shades now? Okay, I still don't have any headbands, and since I'm doing my makeup again, I thought I should, probably should be looking there, not there. I thought it's like the best alternative I have. So we're working with what we have. So I have sort of picked out all the makeup that I'm going to use, sort of. I'm just happy about the ring light. A lot of things have happened today. We'll get into it, but... So I'm very happy. It's incredibly hot outside. We're in another heat wave in BC, so I have thermal water, which helps. So I'm gonna spray that like all over my face. Feels really nice. And I'm also sort of testing this makeup to see if it's waterproof, so I'm probably gonna bring it with me. Sorry, not bring it, bring the camera with me to the pool just before. This is a primer that I use. It's by CoverGirl. Whatever. We've talked about this primer before. It's the best thing in the world. One of my best friends, he started using it and they love it. They love it so much, so I love it too. We all love it. We're a CoverGirl primer friend group now. Other than that, sorry, let me just rub this all over my face. So hot today. I've said that a million times. I really wanted to talk about, so I've been experiencing a lot of good things lately, like a lot of good things. I recently got this position in an organization in medical research. I'm the sponsorship chair or the event coordinator, one of the two. We still haven't done the interview, but I'm one of the two, which is already amazing. And recently I started the branch for my university for Plan Canada. It's an organization that is trying to achieve gender equality, education for children all around the globe. It's amazing. I'm gonna share more like once I know more. I'm gonna be using this mirror from the palette, which is like the only reason I brought this palette with me. Although there is one really good shade here. Today, if I didn't mention, we're going for a more like autumn look. But yeah, I recently did that, which is such a big thing for me, and I got accepted into becoming a mentor for my faculty of science at my university, which is also a big thing. Another thing that I talked about in my last Get Ready With Me that I wanted to do was oh, get a research position. So we're not there yet, and in fact we've had some setbacks, but we've also found another opportunity. So the case competition I was talking about, it gives it's a medical research competition, and you don't need any experience to enter. And I don't know why they've made it like so hard to find research. I emailed one of my favorite professors and asked her if I could join her research group, and unfortunately it was full, and I've been very discouraged ever since I got that email. Wow, this foundation is really not my color. But it's so hot today that it's basically like melting off my face. So it was full, and I apparently, well, not apparently, applied too late. Apparently, like with COVID, they're not really taking any undergraduates. It was a whole thing. Anyway, I was very discouraged just because she has been my favorite professor for the longest time, and also like I really like her research. She was kind in her email, so like, you know, we can't really be upset, but it was a little bit discouraging, you know. Also, yesterday I submitted my last assignment for the semester. Okay, that was very short-lived, my last assignment for the semester. And that was also great. Tomorrow I have my last final, which is amazing. I mean, I have like a sort of like an assignment final next week, but that doesn't count. We're not counting that just because it doesn't count. We're not counting that. Okay, let me have this. I need to have this. I don't know, it's just been like a good time. And then I had this one roadblock. The roadblock I'm talking about is like me not finding the research position. There are so many other places, like I could focus on getting a research position like with another professor. Like I don't know if it's gonna happen during the fall semester, but it's definitely gonna happen like winter and summer. We were still here, you know. Thank goodness we have so many other opportunities. So that's why I think it's important to like talk about gratitude. I am a little bummed out, and I was talking to my best friend about it, and it's normal. It's normal to be upset. I really wanted it. I really wanted it. I spent a long time on the research proposal letter, and it's fine. I've hit pan so many times with this powder, and it's still my favorite thing in the whole world. So by the way, did you guys know that with powder you're supposed to like pat with your brush? You're not supposed to just like streak. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Just, you know, this isn't like failure. It's not failure, but it's not exactly that's not exactly what I was expecting. So as a science student, it is a little bit discouraging because I moved from a small town in Saskatchewan where I was only like one of the only students that was pursuing healthcare, and especially medicine. Like a lot of people wanted to be nurses, not even a lot of people, but like from the group of people that were going to university, which wasn't very big, not very many people wanted to be doctors. Maybe like I think it was just me and someone else, and that person has switched career paths as well, which is kind of discouraging. But anyway, coming from a small town in Saskatchewan that didn't really, you know, have many people that were going into healthcare in general, but that were going into this level of medicine, it's very discouraging when you come to university. At first it's very discouraging, and you see your whole class, everyone wants to go to medical school, and you're like, wait, what? Like, this is what's happening? But you know, that's why you're there. That's why you're at your university. It's because you're one of the best and you're competing with the best. Actually, I shouldn't say that. You're not competing. You're learning along the best, and you can all succeed. I still believe that. Even though some of our professors are really mean and they're very discouraging. Some of them are amazing. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are very discouraging. We can all succeed, and we will all find our path. But that's what you have to realize, especially coming from AP programs like I did, and you know, scoring the highest you could possibly score in an AP program, and then noticing that, you know, there are people that are doing better than you. It at first, in the first year, is definitely, what did I just say? It's definitely going to be very scary, and you're gonna doubt yourself. But then it's gonna be inspiring, because you realize, hey, I have so many people around me that I can learn from. I have so many people around me that I can share my knowledge with, and we can help each other. And eventually that's what you do. You go from your sabotaging ways, and I'm not even joking. Well, wait, I wasn't supposed to buff though. Okay, so my camera of course has to stop recording every 10 minutes. If anybody knows how to fix this, please say that in the comments. But yeah, that's why you're there, basically. That's what we're talking about. That's what you're there in your big university with other amazing minds. You're there to learn from each other, and not just learn academically, learn about life, about how to get through life with your peers, because soon they're gonna be your colleagues. And when they become your colleagues and you still have that, it's very common around science and pre-med students, it's very common for us to try and sabotage each other. Even our professors talk about it. It's awful. Like, it's something we shouldn't do, and it's something I haven't necessarily sabotaged someone, but I've known about opportunities and not shared them, because I was like, oh, the less competition there is, the more likely I'm gonna get it. It doesn't work like that. Be open to sharing everything that you can. Be open to helping other people, because I say this a lot now. Like, I've made my mistakes too. Like, if you make your mistakes, it's okay. That's how we learn. I don't know how to put bronzer on apparently, but that's how we learn. So if you are not willing to help your classmates reach their best potential, you do not belong in healthcare. And I'm not saying like, oh, you've made a mistake in the past. I'm talking about like in the future. You have to be open-minded into sharing. And that goes for everything. That goes for MCAT resources, volunteer resources. Like, can you really believe that at one point we were keeping each other away from volunteer opportunities? Like, that's just a lose-lose situation for everyone. Like, you'll be short-staffed. The people that need the volunteer services aren't gonna get it. And the people that need to build their resume aren't building their resume. So in general, it's just a lose-lose situation. So I can't believe that that's something that we have done. And if you're a pre-med student, you can relate to this. Don't lie. So that's just something I wanted to talk about. But eventually you will learn to be inspired by one another instead of being sabotaging and fearful of one another. Eventually that whole idea of like, oh, I'm better than this person, or oh, these people are better than me, that's gonna go out the window, and you're just gonna be happy with yourself, and you're gonna be happy with your group of friends that you have found, because we need supporting people or we're not gonna make it. And that's final. Actually, before I do that, I need to set my nose. Does anybody else have this? Like, they have like completely dry skin and foundation that dries down like really nicely everywhere except for around their nose area. I feel like a lot of people have this. It's a normal thing. Anyway, recently I've been living my life to the fullest. It's a funny way of saying it, but I went roller skating the other day, and it had been so long since I had gone roller skating. I didn't film a video, but I went to UBC, and that's where I was roller skating. It was really fun. I hadn't been roller skating since I was a child, and the fact that I could do that a couple days ago was really amazing. I went paddle boarding. I went to this really beautiful garden with the best flowers, and that was amazing as well. I don't know, it was just overall I've been having the best time. Another thing is I've reached out to my therapist, or a therapist, and that's also been helpful. You can see a big difference between me on my last Get Ready With Me and me right now. But yeah, I've been getting lots of opportunities. School is going pretty good. I don't want to jinx it. Our final is tomorrow. We're gonna do great, guys. I believe in us. And if you have finals, I believe in you too, because we're one team. And that's why I believe in us. Team. Us. There's no I in team. So I want to try a blush I tried this on the last video, but it didn't work. It's a mini milk blush. I think I got this in my Ipsy bag, and then I got another one. I got another one in my like, what is it called? The Sephora gift that they give you every birthday that you get. So I want to try blending it with a brush instead of like a sponge, because like, yeah, I definitely can see a difference, because with a sponge it just got deleted right away, whereas with this it just seems like it's gonna stay a little bit more. I don't know, maybe I should put powder on top. Okay, so what else has been going on? Okay, I found this amazing app / community where we can talk about our favorite makeup products, and we kind of get hyped by each other, and it's an amazing positive community, and they give out lots of PR boxes. And if you've heard about it, it's called Influenster. I'll put the link down below. You can join from my link if you want. I would appreciate that. I mean, I don't get anything out of it, just I think a higher chance of getting a PR box, which would be cool, but obviously you don't have to. How does the blush look? I don't know if you can see from the lighting. I don't know, it looks pretty okay to me. I think maybe next time I film a video like by my bed, like I do every single time, I think what's best is to put the ring light like far away. But yeah, it kind of looks okay. It looks good in the mirror. I don't know how that will look in the camera. I hope the lighting's good. I want to have this video out. So anyway, as for fall fashion that's approaching, that's another thing. So yeah, we didn't finish talking about Influenster. It's great. Is that all I have to say? Hold on, I'm gonna put setting spray on. But yeah, it's great. I love reaching out to people there. I love posting reviews. They're usually they're always very honest, but they're usually positive, because I like reviewing the products that have stood out to me rather than, you know, products that I'm just gonna give like an average review. So if you see my profile and you're like, oh, why do you have 3, 4, 5 stars for every product, that's why. Anyway, yeah, like I mentioned a million times, I'm gonna be doing a fall look today. So I'm gonna grab the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the OG and also my favorite palette. It changes. I feel like my favorite palette changes from the 3 Morphe ones that I have every single time. So I'm gonna mix these 2 shades, Faint and Hunts, I think they're called. No, Silk Cream and Pooter. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna mix these 2. Oh, I hate how this palette doesn't have like a small mirror. I have to like go to this one, which is not that big a deal. And I'm just gonna put it in the crease with a very big blending brush. And then I'm just gonna dip there again to do the other eye. It's already looking nice. So what I usually do, fall is a lot more simple than summer, obviously. What I usually do is I put a darker color at the end, and then I'll put a shimmer over here. So I'm gonna go with this brown. I'm pretty sure they have the same, yeah, they have the same brown in the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I'm gonna go with this brown. Probably should grab a more precise blending brush. Let's see how this one's gonna work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this first, and then I'm gonna grab a bigger one, a smaller blending brush for more precision. So I'm gonna go with this one. It's a lot smaller and a little bit flat. I think that's what you need to like lay. Yeah, exactly. But then still make sure that you're like tapping on. I forgot to do this, and that's why we have lots of product on the other eye, but it's okay. We're gonna work with it, guys. It's okay. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go with my lipstick combo now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, my camera stopped recording again, but if your eyes get like mine, you can just put concealer. Like, I'll show you how to fix it, because right now I look kind of crazy. And then I want to get an orange and blend it in You have to tap because apparently this has a lot more font. That did nothing. I need a different one. Anyway, I'm very excited about the upcoming season. So I'm taking a bigger blending brush than what I had. So like a medium to the two that I've already used. And I'm gonna go with, what shade? What is it called? It's called Hunts in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm gonna go with that. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Ah, it's such a pain. So I'm gonna try to drag this like along the rest of the crease. I think the brown color was a little bit too deep, but we're gonna make it work. I'm surprised the Jaclyn Hill color works so nicely. Anyway, this is my favorite way to blend. Okay, I think that's good enough. What I'm gonna do is put the gold shimmer in the corner with my hand and then blend it. I think sometimes it just works better with your finger. I'll show you a little bit later when the lights just like justify it. Yeah. Okay, and this is what it looks like before we've cleaned it up. Don't worry, we will clean it up with concealer. So I'm just gonna grab the concealer. I don't know why I all of a sudden switched to like giving a tutorial. But yeah, what else was I talking about? Oh, I want to give a shout out to my friend Lake. Hold on, let me do the concealer and then I'll grab them. She started this podcast and it's so good. I'm gonna link it down below. The first episode that I watched was about building new habits, and I thought it was just like spot on to what's going on with my life. We have to set it with powder again. But yeah, I thought it was so spot on to what was happening like in my life at the time. And she has this way with words that makes you like, I finished the podcast and I've already listened to it 2 more times. Just because like it's that good. She has a beautiful way with words. So if you are interested, I'll link it down below. I kind of don't want to spoil it. Like I don't want to say too much. I grabbed my shade. So let's check out the eye makeup. It looks nice in my opinion. I think I did a good job blending. I think. Okay. Let's grab the eyeliner. I think with something like this, you actually do need a thicker eyeliner for the shape that my eyes have. So yeah, I'm gonna leave her Instagram down below, and I'm also gonna leave her podcast. She is amazing. I met her like 2 years, no sorry, not 2 years ago, 6 years ago. But I met her on Twitter, which is so funny. Like we haven't met in person yet, and she is still one of my really good friends, which goes to show that distance means nothing. At the time I didn't have very many people that I could talk to about my interest in books. I still don't have very many people like in person, but yeah, and she was so kind and so sweet. She's a little bit younger than me. She's like 1 or 2 years younger than me, but no, 1 year younger than me. And then due to what happened with my immigration situation, that I had to stay 1 year without school, that turned out very nice. We're now in the same year in university, which is really nice, because you know we can share our love/hate for organic chemistry. I don't know, we've become like really close friends, I think. And she's amazing. You should follow her. She is starting, well actually she has already started her modeling career and it's going amazing. She's done some beautiful shoots. So, and when I say shoots, I mean photo shoots. So if you would like to check out her, she's starting her own YouTube channel, so I'm so excited to see what she comes up with. So yeah, if you would like to check her out, that'd be amazing, because she deserves all the love and support in the world, because she's such a beautiful person. I can't wait to meet her. Her and I will meet eventually. Like, if you're watching this, and I kind of know that you are, because you're like one of the most supportive people in the whole wide world, we are gonna meet. I promise you this. So I did my mascara. There's a little bit of flaking over there, but it will dry off and I'll fix that. So now for my favorite part of this whole thing, but the thing that I've been talking about, we're gonna do the lip tutorial. So this is the Milani Spice lip liner. I really like how this video is turning out. It's probably one of my better videos. So I didn't go crazy with lip liner, just because I'm not super comfortable with it yet. So if you see me being like very scared of it, it's because I am. Like, I learned lip liner in drama, like when in theater, like when I was, well, that's where I learned all my makeup. And then this is Bourjois Velvet. Which one is this? Matte finish. Oh, Cool Brown. It's a very beautiful shade. I'll show you just as I put it on. Shout out to the Laneige, a lip mask, for making my lips so beautiful. So there it is. It looks kind of crazy. And then my favorite gloss. It's stuck. I got it. I'll do this. I got so scared. Okay, hi. So I'll do this. I could have just zoomed in the camera. I didn't need to. Okay. So there you have it. Oh, this is the Maybelline fill or something? Lifter gloss. It's so good. So there you have it. It's definitely not going to be a wearable look for everyday, like for school or whatever for me. But I like the eyeshadow. I really like the lip color. The lip color is probably going to be my everyday lip color, but not the eyes. Definitely not the eyes. I kind of went a little bit crazy with the brown there. But I like how it blended. It looks nice. I like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And please like and subscribe. And would love to see you on the next one. So bye now.